I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script, every scene. This from last year, but they clean. Say to say, I'ma take something else, but it's a winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang, the regime. I'm from Piney Green.
What's good, Shellitronnn here, the most woke, no joke, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video, cause something just happened. Something beautiful just happened earlier today, and it's something we've been worried about for a minute now, something that we've been looking forward to happening for a while now, something that doesn't actually usually get this close to training camp before happening. And you know, for the most part, we all understood that it wouldn't be a really big problem. We all understood that there was not going to be any sort of chance that we would have any kind of huge issue with this particular player and with this particular event coming up. But it was still kind of worrisome because you don't like getting to training camp and not having your first round draft pick sign a contract. Yeah, I was thinking to myself, look, you ever had something happen where you knew what the outcome was going to be? You knew you were just fine. Maybe a test, maybe something like that where you prepared for it. You knew that the outcome was going to be something you wanted, but you didn't have the results yet, so you were kind of tricking your mind. You're just in your head too much thinking, yo, what if this happens or what if that happens? And you just know that everything was going to be okay, but at the same time, you didn't. Brian Burns not having signed his contract until the day before training camp was a very similar situation. I knew we were going to get him signed, but I was kind of wondering, like, look, what's the holdup here? Is it the agent? Is it him? Is it the team? Are they not, like, seeing eye to eye on something? Is it money? Is it maybe performance-based incentives? Like, what's the deal here? You really can't negotiate too much in a rookie deal. But in this tweet here from Brendan Marks, who I think works for The Observer, I haven't really seen too many of his stories, but since Jordan and Marcel left The Observer, we're probably going to see a lot more of his stories featured on the platform. We'll have to see about that. I don't really know. I mean, we'll see about it. But Brendan tweets, Marty Hurney said there was a small issue with language in Brian Burns' contract, hence the holdup, but is glad they got the deal signed in time for camp. I want to know what that language is. I think I mentioned in a couple videos that I thought there could be something in the contract that says you get $1 million bonus if you get 8 sacks this year. Maybe he wanted it to be like $1 million bonus for 6 sacks. Or maybe he wanted it to be, you know, $1.5 million for 8 sacks. You know, certain small little things. Or I guess with language, it could mean anything. You could have any kind of legalese in a contract. It's like, I don't like the way that sounds. Like there's a room for a loophole there where we might not technically be available or actually qualify for this dollar amount. So let's eliminate that language, that wording there, because that sentence kind of makes me feel weird. It's all about contracts and your agents and your lawyers getting into all that stuff. I understand it, and I have no problem with either side, you know, taking the time to really look into it and make sure that both sides agree what's best for them, meaning the Panthers for their side and Brian Burns and his agent for them as well. And while I do wish it had gotten done quicker, I mean, the fact that it got done before training camp is perfect for us here. And it wasn't ever going to be a real issue with the actual dollar amount because first round picks, I mean, most the rookie pay scale is basically set in stone. There's not that much wiggle room there. I'm looking at the Spot Rack site right now, looking at the estimates for how much players be getting at their draft position. Now, some of these are already filled in because guys have already signed. They have the concrete numbers. And the guys who haven't signed, like Nick Bosa, Quentin Williams, obviously Brian Burns just signed, and we don't have the full details of his contract out just yet. And there's some other guys who haven't signed yet, like Deebo Samuel for the Niners in the second round hasn't gotten signed. Those guys have basic estimates of around what kind of range of money they should be getting at their draft position. And at 16, it's looking like the full value should be somewhere around $13.5 million with a $7.8 million prorated bonus and a $2.4 million cap hit for 2019. So we know roundabout how much he'll be making over the next 4 years or 5 if they pick up the option, or, you know, even more if they go ahead and extend him before the option. So it's not really a big deal. We finally signed Brian Burns. It took a long time. I know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even boost it. I was kind of worried there for a second. I know some of y'all are worried, but that's all I got for you right now, man. What are your thoughts on Brian Burns finally getting signed the day before training camp? Were you worried? Were you not worried? What did you think was the holdup before you heard the actual news from Brendan Marks? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon because YouTube's been really weird about letting you guys know when I upload videos. They change and they tweak the algorithm and the way they show subscribers content all the time. I hear from people all the time telling me, hey, I didn't know you've been uploading videos for the last week, or I have the bell notifications on, but I only get them sometimes. Look, the best way to get notifications, the best way to know when I upload videos is to have that bell icon pressed. It's not perfect, but for right now, it's the best way to get it done. Much like watching this channel for all the latest news, moves, and updates for the Carolina Panthers. And as always, you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.